Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
Hello.
Well, I guess, yeah. Welcome to Table Tea, where we just kind of hang out and interact with people because we're not running or playing in a game anymore, so we can do that.
Yeah. Yay. Alright.
So,
Yeah.
what'd you guys think of today's game?
I thought it was
I
good.
thought it was great. It was a lot of fun. I feel like we had a lot of great team energy. Everybody was doing stuff.
Yay.
Nice.
Never mind your little putting the skull back on the skeleton thing. cracking up so much.
Yes, that was good. Good times.
I
The
also had a
bathroom.
styling and very tasteful new outfit. I'm very happy about.
Yeah, I think we know. I think I know what's getting to be the promo image.
Oh yeah,
Next
Definitely
week.
drawn.
I want
Bear
to design a
Laurel
pumpkin
crashing
outfit.
through door.
Bear
Yes.
Laurel has been the highlight of this whole thing, I think. honestly.
True.
I love being a
Freaking
bear.
Lord.
Bear Laurel
Wow.
was very cute.
Wild Jake is so dope.
It's pretty great.
Also, I feel remiss in not addressing this. Sorry to anybody who watched our stream and then was like, wait a minute, the episode just got
Oh.
out.
Yeah,
What
sorry
happened?"
about that.
I didn't know that it was just going to cut off when I hit cut off. I thought it'd finish the playthrough to where I stopped and then stop it. So much apologies there. We've learned our lesson and won't do that in the future. And the VODs will be up on YouTube as soon as possible.
Absolutely, that's the thing, is the content is still there, even though we accidentally said, no, that's enough Twitch. And it's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, okay, I know I had all this buffer.
Fine.
Fuck it, I guess.
I'll give you a brief summary of
Yeah.
what I expect happened, or where I expect it cut off. The party struck a deal with the ghosts to find who's stealing their bodies and make it stop. They found their ghost host possessing Crystal again, which Laurel ran right into, knocked him, he hit his head, and Crystal's apparently no longer possessed.
Yeah. That's what I meant to do.
Oberon alone saw that from a window at one of the tallest points of the mansion, we were being watched by two figures. One was Damien in the wedding dress, and the other was a skeletal, ghostly woman with a veil and a blood-red light in her chest. And that's where we
Very
stopped.
spooky. Yeah,
Very,
it's real
very
spooky,
spooky.
real scary.
Yes.
Real skeletons.
You'll be able to you'll be able to listen to it in detail when the VOD goes up.
Yay.
Yeah, and again, if you would like to watch that VOD, and you're like, but where is the VOD? It's on YouTube. You can Google, or not Google, you can look on YouTube for Guilty Treasure Gaming. We're still in the process of, getting enough subscribers for YouTube to believe that we are not, a fake Markiplier account.
Yeah. There is that.
But in the meantime, that is the link. It is in the chat. If you would like to go and
yeah.
subscribe, you can hit the bell if you want to. I won't hold it against you. I'm not one of those bell ringers, but
I'll
if
ring
you
your bell.
want- oh,
You
Amelia
want
already hear that.
That's what you get. You deserved it for making her.
Hey, she wasn't apologizing.
Yeah, she's being
That's,
bad.
that's still not your right to do. That's mine.
Amelia says, "You aren't supposed to apologize to evil. They're evil. Smiting them's the right thing to do."
But he's a judge.
She's got a
Judges
point.
are extra. Mom.
Sometimes, Amelia, you have to do things because it's less of a pain.
You should always do the right thing, even if it's a pain, and it frequently
I was
is.
gonna say, speaking of Amelia.
That's
it's a pain and
not
it's the right thing
right.
to do.
That's not. We're not playing right now. This is uncanon. This is not canon.
Yeah,
yes.
I don't see a cannon anywhere.
Bear Laurel was MVP.
Oh, baby.
Yes.
We were on fire today. We got Dr. Curry. We got
Amelia.
Dr. Amelia.
She's nurse.
And you got Crystal right before he told you a little something he
Oh,
forgot to
yeah.
mention. Just
Yeah, sorry about that.
hope that wasn't important.
It's more
It
exciting.
wasn't.
What was I going to say? It was super funny. Very witty.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But I forgot.
Terribly sorry.
I'm sure it was probably the smartest thing we heard all day, so.
Yeah, oh my god, it would have been so
it would've
insightful.
been
Oh,
the
that's
best.
right. I totally spaced on the fact that like bodies were being stolen and that we saw a
Me
spooky,
too.
scary stories to tell in the dark, glowy fucking scarecrow boy. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm glad we remembered that.
Yeah.
We were reminded of that.
All
I'm
the-
very excited to deal with that.
No, I'm not.
All the ghostly light you've been seeing in the mansion has been blue. The light you saw in the graveyard was green.
Ooh,
It's
The
ghost
scariest
broccoli.
the goosebumps color. Oh shit! Ashley, I swear to God, if you make it like we're fighting a weird version of like R.L. Stein or something, I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind.
Well, I will have to research R.L. Stein to see if I can fit that with what I have
He's
planned.
just a very boring Jewish man from the Midwest. Woo! Whenever you walk up to him, he's just writing children's books so fast.
Oh heck!
And they're pretty fucking silly.
I was
I'm
scared
feeling,
of
I'm
that.
feeling personally attacked right now.
I'm sorry, R.L. Stein.
Yeah,
We'll
you
talk
found
less
him.
about your writing.
Oh yeah, that's true. Nikki loves Goosebumps. You're all about that,
I
Batman.
love Goosebumps.
And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with liking it.
Big fan of Goosebumps. It's good.
Yeah.
I mean, as Nikki mentioned on his DeviantArt, Roses of Blue, hashtag subscribe and like and follow, writes
Yeah.
all of them bad and fan fiction. So if you were like, what if Goosebumps but sexy? That's too.
My girlfriend Sarah and I used to play a game. They came up with a show that was like, it was by R.L. Stein, and it was like Goosebumps but more teenage.
Oh shoot!
Is
I
it
think
the
I know
Haunting
what you're
Hour?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Haunting Hour.
I
Yeah,
watched some of
baby.
We watched that whole series basically, and
So good.
we made a game out of it, and the game was in the first 5 minutes we had to pick whether we went good end or bad end. Whoever picked first, whoever would get the opposite, and you got points based on whether you were right.
I would pick bad end most times.
There was a
Masochists.
surprising amount of good ends too.
Oh yeah, I must have just seen the bad end Haunting Hour. I haven't seen all of them.
So I'm taking wild guess that the doll episode was one of your favorites.
Absolutely, that's what got me hooked into it.
It's funny, I haven't thought about this show in forever, but then I was like, oh shit, that was like one of the one episodes I watched. That's so Nikki's stuff.
That is exactly. And I was
Embarrassing
so
confession.
mad that was the good end episode.
I'm so mad that those people got out safely.
What was your...
Oh, it's an embarrassing confession. I really the R.L. Stein Choose Your Own Adventure with the Toy Factory was like
Oh, I
one of my
love
first introductions
I
to
know
like
which one you're talking
geekery
about.
Oh.
of my own.
Fun.
Yeah, I read every ending of that one.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
I love those little choose your own.
Oh yeah, I made a flowchart as to so I could discover each ending
That's so great.
because 10-year-old me was still a nerd.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
those are the bane of 11-year-old me. Yeah, just how do I gotta
a
start
flowchart.
over again?
It's
a
so fun
flowchart.
too when R.L. Stein just says "fuck you" in an ending where it's just like, "Oh, you want to just stay at home like an idiot? Fine, fuck you, book.
Right?
You're boring."
One of those was like, I'm gonna pick the safest choice. Okay, you get the worst ending.
It's punishing you for not being adventurous.
It is.
Yeah, but then he punished you for being adventurous.
It's true. It's also
The
true.
lesson is it's all punishment. He's a sadist and you're all masochists. Simple as
It's
can be.
true. It's
That's
not
why
the
we're
same
playing our
truths.
game.
But if y'all like those choose your own books, there's a podcast I really like called Goosebud. It's by
Ooh.
some of the people from Tinu Show, if you've ever seen that.
I have.
It's like a book club for Goosebumps. So they'll like read the book and then talk about it as adults and be like, God damn it, R.L. Stein, you are boring as shit sometimes. But they also do choose your own adventures books where they're like, one of them will just read the book and then the other two will play the book, like do the choices, and that's always fun to listen to.
Oh,
They
that'd be
did,
so
they did
fun.
they did the toy one. They did like Secret Agent Grandma.
Oh, that's a fun one.
I think we're all fans of Choose Your Own Adventure here because what is D&D if not the ultimate Choose Your Own Adventure?
That's true.
Good point. That's very
True.
philosophical of you.
Why am I drinking hot coffee right now? It's like 1,000,000 degrees in here.
Yeah, it's pretty warm. We have the AC off so we don't deafen you all because we are suffering
We're suffering for our art.
the quality of our content for you.
Hey,
I'm
me
fanning
too.
myself with
At
beer
least,
plate.
at least we play at night. It's
Yeah.
82 in my house right now.
Oh no.
It's like
I guess-
upstairs. It's like 90.
Yeah, it's pretty warm.
We exist upstairs, and there's like the insulation here is horrible, so it all just comes upstairs.
Yeah,
I'm like a heat masochist though, where I'm like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, hotter daddy.
Let me see how much I can handle. Man, you would love
that does
Southern
not surprise
California.
me about you, Sally.
Yeah, don't worry, I live in Central Texas, where it's both hot and humid
Oh,
all the
good.
time.
Yep,
I was gonna say, the hottest we ever went out last summer was in San Bernardino. It was like 114 degrees out.
Yeah, it was miserable.
It was bad.
I
My shoes were like sticking to the concrete.
here we
Fun.
flip the Game of Thrones thing. We say summer is coming. Like, oh, get ready for that. You got to prepare.
It's bad.
Winter is
Yeah, that's why I
It'd
like
be, like,
living here in Seattle, Washington. I don't know. I think our high today was like 70 something. It's just like it's already feeling like fall. It's,
Oberon gets spanked immediately.
Yeah, oh, it's so weird. Oberon just got tied up. for
All
like the next 12 seconds.
five gargoyles that Sally mended 3 of. Just pin him down and start smacking his booty forever.
oh, no.
Oh, it's a bad end. Hey, I
Says you.
Depends on your
Oh,
perspective.
yeah,
Yeah.
I already have my dining room now. It's completely decorated for Halloween.
Nice.
So I'm like, and all I got left
Ready.
is the kitchen and the bathrooms. Like really, really
Dude,
excited.
My girlfriend and I went to Michael's the other day, and they had all their Halloween
baby.
decorations
Oh.
up, and I wanted all of them.
Michael's has like the best decorations for Halloween because they have some that look very vintage. So, and that's my
Oh,
favorite style is like the Halloween vintage. So,
Mhm.
I'll take some pictures and put them up. They're pretty fun.
Yeah.
Like, wait.
I just did the same at
Every
TJ
ounce
Maxx.
of willpower.
Well, that's why I'm taking commission. The money from commissions this month is to buy more Halloween decorations. I'm
no.
putting it out there. That sounds like I need more commissions so I can buy more Halloween decorations.
Do you think we should start hauling the Halloween decorations out now?
Yeah, probably. I
We
was
have,
just
like,
thinking that.
It's 7-8 boxes of Halloween decorations.
Oh
up in
yeah,
our attic.
holidays are a big deal, especially Halloween.
Bad.
The chat has been very quiet, and it gives me the bad feels.
Oh, sorry.
It's all good. Look, this is for us.
Yeah,
Fuck
it's
the
true.
chat.
No,
Oh, by the
I
way,
like
Jack,
it.
you got any signatures?
Chat, I don't mean
would,
it.
I would fuck many members of the chat.
Oh.
You know, Cotton there, that bunny boy person
Any day.
who is a patron.
Oh yeah, they were a
I'd
sweetheart.
fuck them.
Yeah.
There's still
Like,
9 people
lots of
there,
times.
so they're
Yeah.
obviously alive.
Hey,
I mean,
y'all got any questions that you're just bursting, aching to have answered?
Well, in the meantime, while we
I'll
wait
answer.
the 15 minutes for the stream to catch up, any
Why you a brat, Ashley, is the question.
how dare you? don't
It's
see
in
that.
their nature.
I don't see that question.
Even off stream, Ashley's a huge brat.
How dare you?
Like, okay, so real talk, in our relationship, we're switchy. I'm a brat very rarely. Like, I'm only sassy to like friends or whatever. Like, and like once in a while. Ashley is sassy 24/7, even when they're on top. They're like the brattiest dom I've ever known. And like Ashley will wait and like make up a reason that I get like my booty smacked. I've never ever had to make up a reason to smack your butt. In fact, I've let some slide because I was like, you know what? We'll just lump all these together. We'll just use a bigger paddle.
Heckin' rude.
I'll just put you on blast.
Heckin' rude. To Blasty Blast. You used Curry's Blasty Blast spell.
I did.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, Ashley, I've had like an entire weekend's worth of sass at a spanking party piled up that has yet to be collected on.
Oh, dip.
Ashley
when
has
my-
one
my girl-
thing.
What's that, Penny?
Oh, I was just saying when my girlfriend and I went to this back to school party thing a couple weeks ago. Was it?
Oh,
Holy
yeah.
shit! It was literally just last weekend. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, time is a weird thing.
It
She's
is.
like, I'm just gonna bottom this weekend, which totally should have done because she needs more bottoming in life. But like, Hoo boy, the sass was real.
I would say that's actually why I really do like living with Cherry now, because used to when we'd only see each other like, twice, 3 times a year, there would be a list of all my
no.
naughty deeds.
Oh,
and
the
then I'd get,
list.
like that whole, week of visiting, it's just like I couldn't sit down. So now it's like, I can temper it a lot.
She still can't sit down, but it's okay.
But it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, we were watching the movie Secretary yesterday. There's a scene where where she sends the worm in the mail.
Oh no.
Because she's being bratty because she wants a spanking.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm gonna do that, except it's gonna be a gummy worm, and I'm gonna send it to you. I was like, yeah, that's gonna happen. I said, because you'll just eat it though, so it's not like because I said I'm not a brat. That was like my point is I'm not a very good at just bratting. I don't like to brat. I just like to do things that are cheeky.
I will
So I
teach
was
you,
like,
young
yeah.
Padawan.
Oh,
I will teach you the
qualified.
ways.
See,
Oh,
my
yeah.
problem is when I get like nervous or excited, I just get real chatty,
You talk.
and
It's true.
I am a constant warrior that I'm dominating every conversation. But hoo boy, I have the problem of like the minute something pops in my head, like a good like stupid fucking joke or something, and just it's out.
But like you're crazy charismatic though, so it's like
Yeah.
who minds if
Aw.
you're talking?
It works. It works for you.
You're a sweetheart.
Well, see, the thing about the Gear War isn't really about the gears.
Yeah, list wise. We used to do lists too and we'd only see each other every so
It's
often.
true. That
And
was
my list would be
nostalgic
like 4
AF.
things.
And
your list would be like half a page.
okay, but you unfairly would grab everything and throw it on the list.
Okay.
We're not talking about the show. This is about the show.
I was gonna say,
How did you guys
would
like
unfairly
Curry and
exaggerate
Amelia?
one thing and make it into 4. So
How did you guys like Curry and Amelia?
they're cool. I like them.
Oh, they're fun.
I like the
don't-
part where Amelia got spanked.
Yeah. it's
You
cool.
would, you brat. Think Amelia won't have her
I was gonna
vengeance.
say, I can't wait for that to flop back on Dawn and Amelia's just smug.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't see how it would flop back on
She's
Dawn.
like, thanks for
Anyone-
taking care of my little sister.
Anyone will mention to her that you've been on the business end of the carpet beater for the last 4 episodes, and she'll feel awful smug about that.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm not particularly worried about that.
That's good. Opie's gonna earn himself another something just by mentioning it.
And Amelia will
Like,
be
oh,
like, "Well,
yeah.
that's not fair."
He could brag about it to certain people. He just has to be careful not to brag about it to the wrong people.
Yeah.
Bunny Boy.
I'm fine with that.
Bunny Boy said Curry was great. Thank
And
you
very
very
tasty.
much. His name is spelled like a dumb OC. It's Kuri, but I appreciate your appreciation anyway. Thank you very much. He is one of my oldest characters, actually.
That's true. I remember his inception.
Yeah. Well, his inception
In-
was like my very first.
In my
ever.
brain,
Oh.
it was exactly that spelling, Curry.
It's not.
So I'm glad you clarified that.
Certainly spicy like curry.
Wolfman's not a big fan of that kind of bread. That's fine. That's why I give you a variety. You don't have to like every
Yeah,
character.
see, Ashley's such a big brat that you can slice it into pieces of brat pie and just spread it around.
Ashley
is-
runs the gamut of every kind of rat.
It's true.
Their brat chakra are all in alignment. And they all
I'm sorry. Is it Tease Ashley Day? I don't think it's Tease Ashley Day.
Every
I think it
day
has
is
to be.
Oh, if I had known, I would have stayed in bed. Like I skip this day
Especially-
normally.
I mean, you'll be laying on your tummy in bed. That's for damn sure.
I'll lay on your tummy.
Yes, please. it's
especially
very soft.
Friday nights. That's definitely probably on Ashley Day.
Blow a raspberry,
Hey,
and you'll get all ticklish.
Oh, wait.
people don't need to know about it, alright?
It's actually signature move, by the way, if we're like having a fun wrestle. Just-
I do that to Sarah too.
It's I had to like try not to kick you in the face when that happens.
Yeah, and that's all your effort goes to that. So I'm winning.
Yeah.
Sarah doesn't like it though. She calls it gross.
I'm just really ticklish.
All right, if we're not going to talk about the show, we're going to talk about our personal lives. You like to lick me.
That's true.
Just bleh,
Oh my, that's
whenever you're losing.
Listen, I'm like 5'2".
lewd.
I'm
you're
6'11".
6'3".
It gets results.
Shh, shh. Don't tell the internet I'm shorter than I am.
All right, then I'm 6 foot.
I'm 7'2".
I'm 8'5".
Pastel is, just so that everybody knows, Pastel is 5'2".
She is 5 years old as well. Yes.
If I keep
Yeah,
saying-
well, I know she had a birthday back in June, so
Listen,
she's 6 now.
It's Tease Ashley Day.
I don't think so.
It is.
It's past midnight in
It's
Korea.
England.
England. Yeah.
it's whatever I want, whoever I want to tease day.
So you.
All right, so Tease Dawn Day.
Yeah.
Got it.
Huh. I don't really like teasing myself too much, so
It's okay. I'll do it for you.
We'll help you out.
you can try.
I know-
You'll-
I know it's hard because you're little and you're just learning, but we'll help you out.
You're just gonna give me the Tostitos. I know it.
yeah, I'm giving you the Tostitos.
That's we should explain for the chat and later
Oh.
YouTube audience.
Uh,
I don't get it at all.
so giving the Tostitos. One day when I was at work on my break, I was eating some Tostitos chips, and my girlfriend sits down on the other side of the booth and starts like slowly reaching out with her hand and wiggling her fingers and making a big deal as she's reaching towards the chips. And then I don't do anything, and then she grabs one and then starts, slowly bringing it back, and like taunting, like, "Oh, I'm gonna eat your chip," and I'm just ignoring her. She doesn't actually want to eat it. She just wants to
Bother you.
make the game of it. She wants to have a fuss, and she wants me to go, "Whoa, stop stealing my stuff, darling. Get your own stuff." That's actually her voice, by the
That
way.
was such a good. Yeah, wow.
Albert,
She was in the
when
room
did you
with
come
us.
here?
So when I'm not responding to her like this, she just screams out for everybody in the break room to hear, pretty much, "Stop giving me the Tostitos, Jamie!"
And it lives on with us to this day.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now when
Not taking the
you
bait
don't
is-
play the game that people want to play, we say you're giving the Tostitos.
Ah, I
Nice.
like this meme.
Yeah.
Yes.
Actually, made a meme about it.
Well, I've had a long day. This is running a little long too. It's supposed to. Well, we've only been doing it for like
Yeah,
23
guys.
minutes, but it is 7:45. So, I think maybe we can call that a wrap. I
I'd
think.
you like
we've-
to talk about the game?
Is there anything?
is
Any
great.
other comments you want to make? Anything you want to point out that you liked? Everybody.
The judge made
I
me
really like the
smile. It was
judge.
fun.
The judge and how
Yeah, I
judgy
like
you
the
are.
Rad.
judge as well.
Oh, I
I
can't.
wish I could have gotten another whack at him though.
I can't
I know,
wait.
me too.
Huh?
I can really tell how much of a fan of the Muppets you are.
I can't wait to listen to the playback and hear how awful that voice is.
Well, voice.
The judge's voice.
Your Muppets voices are pretty great.
Yeah,
I
your
didn't-
Muppets are on point.
I didn't think he was a Muppet voice.
Oh.
It was a
I-
Muppet voice.
I've inflicted a lot more Muppets on Ashley.
It was like 30% Muppet voice.
I thought it was. I thought it was.
It had a shade of Kermit.
I thought
Yeah,
it was.
it was-
What's his name from The Princess Bride? Inconceivable.
Oh, that's
That guy.
Oh, that guy?
You're missing.
Oh,
You're
I
missing.
can hear it now, but my first thought was definitely
Yay! A train.
A ghost train.
I also made Ashley watch the Ghost Train episode of Harold the other day.
Yeah, it was fine.
Okay,
Ghost
remember?
trains
Yeah.
are super cool, and there's like no media of them.
I know.
The only time I can remember anything is that, or like Final Fantasy VI.
Or Paper Mario.
I didn't get that far in Paper Mario.
Okay. Then do it.
I would love to. I never owned it. The only
It's
time
my
I've played
most
is with you.
favorite Nintendo 64 game.
But anyways, I feel like I cut somebody off. Someone trying to say something?
Sarah and I are actually watching Hey Arnold right now. We're almost done with the show, and then we're
Oh my
gonna
goodness.
switch to Doug.
Doug is a good
but
time. They used
Hey
to
Arnold is
switch to the
such a-
Wild Berries.
it's such a weird show because a lot of the episodes end on like such a downer.
Oh,
It's weirdly
Like-
poignant. Yeah.
It's
Life is
it's weird.
children.
But yeah, one of the episodes ends with Helga's older sister Olga having to go to student teach in Alaska because they just can't stand each other.
Yeah.
So much that
Wow.
Freaking poor Helga, just neglected child.
yeah. Then there's
Just
that.
literal victim of abuse from her parents.
I
Her
know.
mom's an alcoholic, and her dad
She's
is
a Nickelodeon alcoholic.
Nick, 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 Nick.
She just drinks a lot of smoothies.
I have never seen. I didn't watch a lot of Nickelodeon
really
as a
good.
youth. Just didn't know the channel.
These two youths.
Did you
As a
not
youth?
have cable?
Hey, why didn't you watch Nickelodeon as a youth?
I didn't have cable when I lived with my dad. No.
No. What's the other reason?
So that's our show.
If you wanted a visual, I'm resting my head on my hand and just coming closer to Ashley.
That's our show. I hope you guys had fun.
I didn't know how to change the TV
Hey
channel.
Ashley, answer the
So-
question.
I'm the DM. I get to decide what question gets answered and what one doesn't. So
Ashley didn't know
I
how
think
to
you should
change
answer the
TV
question.
channel.
no, I think you should keep talking over Pastel, giving the answer away for you.
The people heard it's okay.
Okay, was there anything else anyone wanted to comment about the
I
game?
don't think so.
No, I think probably Gooderino.
I'm trying to remember. Bigsby's hand, we got to the cellar, we went out to the graveyard. Doesn't feel like a lot was accomplished.
I
And
feel
yet-
like a lot was accomplished.
yeah, I thought we did a lot, but now that I'm going through the cliff
We were
notes,
just super efficient, is what it was.
Super efficient and super cool.
You know, you get a lot of stuff done when you just smash a bear-sized hole through everything.
Dealt with Curry, spanked Amelia.
Made bold new choices.
Sally got spanked for that.
it's true.
That was unfair.
Although it's another session of Oberon just barely managing to not get spanked yet. Don't worry, it's coming.
Good boy
Oh, it's
Oberon.
coming.
Oh, I have a feeling Judgment Day is coming, and it's just going to all come at once.
Oh my, yes.
And then,
I'll have to time.
Aha.
I'll have to time the next episode pretty well so we can end at an appropriate spot next week. All right. It's been a good show. Thanks everyone who watched. Thanks especially everyone who stuck around till the end here. I know it's not the most
Exciting for
requested
everything.
content, but I like to do it. It's
Hear
fun.
about hot IRL spanking action and
Mhm.
Tostitos.
You know what? Yeah, never mind.
And
that's
Tostitos.
that's a very requested topic of conversation.
Yeah.
But
Particularly the Tostitos part.
I spent the last 72 hours watching my sister's children while she went away, let's say.
She had a small vacation.
Yeah. And nothing bad. She actually had a small vacation.
Yeah.
But the kids didn't go. So I'm really tired. I'm also really hungry, and I'm sure everyone else would not mind going to get some food. So
Yeah.
thanks again,
I know,
everybody,
Sonic.
for coming. If you're on Twitch, do whatever the Twitch equivalent of subscribing is. I don't know. I'm not usually
It's
on
called
Twitch.
Following.
Follow.
Yeah.
I don't. The kids these days, am I right? They
Okay.
got the Instagrams. and,
Just spaces.
And if you're watching on
Check Top
YouTube,
Tops.
please
Zangas.
like, comment, and
Oh,
subscribe.
no.
Even if you want to point out something I did terribly wrong, go ahead and put that in a comment. I could like to know what
Ashley's
to
a
do to
glutton for
improve.
punishment.
you should absolutely point out everything that Ashley did greatly, which was a lot.
Thank you.
Which was most things.
All right, I'm just gonna let the stream run so that it doesn't cut off on Twitch again. But I am going to go. I'm gonna mute everything so that we can just go make food.
Mhm.
Bye,
Alright.
everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.